into it. It just like became a passion after like that, because it was just like going to be a little quick thing I get into, and then I was like seeing how it goes, but it ended up turning out to be way more like than I thought in the end, which is kind of cool. But yeah, here's
I think it's like a tattoo gun.
So how do you come up with your designs? Is everything you do custom, or do you come up with your own designs? Do people request things, or how do you come up with your?
I do my own. If I really have like art that I can do myself, but I do get customs where it's their personal art, and then sometimes they give it to me in a form that's not exactly a way I can blow it up.
Translate it.
Yeah, because it goes onto a projector and then basically just thrown up onto the screen. So when I do that, as long as it's an image I can use that's somewhat straight, it's gonna be straight. But sometimes people give me images that are like a shirt image that they have, and they're like, "Oh, can you give me, this on it?" And it's like, yeah, I could do that, but can you make another photo of it, but flatten out the shirt and then all that? And they're like, "Oh, I don't have it with me right now," and all that, and it just turns into a big thing where it's like I can't exactly like give you something custom where it turns out like that, because I can't exactly draw it out,
modify the image and all that. Get it? Yeah. I see. Mm-hmm.
I mean, because some people want some crazy stuff, and which kind of sucks. Which, going back to the swap meets and everything that you guys are saying, like, meet me there. It's awesome that I go there and do that, because I am able to hit a different crowd of people that want different things that I'm not really used to doing. Like, I always on the internet get the same things, usually always Pokemons or like mushroom style stuff, or anything that has to do with like names or like certain logos and things like that. Like, those are the ones I get the most of. Like, hey, can you do this? Can you do that? Can you do this? Can you do that? It's like, yeah. Then I go to the swap meets, and it's a whole different set of things.
Sure.
That's why I'm just like kind of like, what? You want that?
They're like, can you do my dog and like holding a strawberry this one time? He just looks so cute, and I want that on a rug.
See, that goes good, and then also it goes random where they'll show me an image where there's no way to translate that into a drawing somewhat of sorts to be like, hey, yeah, I can do that, because sometimes I'll get in over my head and I'll tell people, yeah, I could do that, and then I see the image they want, and I'm like, ooh, like, and then I have to like pretty much tell them right there, like, hey, I'm sorry, but like I can't. I feel bad because I don't want to bum them out, but I mean at the same time it's like, hey, I really cannot translate that into a drawing, like,
And how does it work when you're dealing with like logos and like Pokemon and stuff like that? Like, are you allowed to? Because I just learned this whole thing with like chocolate, for example. Like, they can't, bakeries and chocolate shops, like they can't do like Harry Potter events because it's like trademarked, right? Like, and like they've actually, like the J.K. Rowling estate has actually like gone after people who have, when you make money off something that like an image, like and like, is that because of your creativity? Is there like a loophole for that? Or how does
that's
that
the
work
thing
for
I've always worried and wondered about at the same time. Like, because as much as I really love doing all those ones, there's always that back in my head, in my mind, like, oh, are they going to come after me about it? But I mean, at the same time, there's a lot of people on the internet that are, thousands of followers who have like made probably thousands of those rugs, for people. So I mean,
so nobody's really addressed. So it's kind of just a community thing. Like, nobody really knows what Okay.
That's where it's like a weird like space where when I was looking at it, even before I started, I had like 3 or 4 months of just purely like checking it out before I even, because I was gonna buy that rug. No joke, I was gonna buy it. Like, I had it all in my head. Like, all right, I have the money that's coming this Friday. I might as well just pay for this. And then instantly I was like, you know what? Learning about the gun, just learning about the whole process and being like, why don't I just buy it? It came the next day on Amazon, and I was like, well, all right. And then just it was such a fast pace of learning through the internet, and then just getting it in my hands, to instantly just like the sound alone, I don't know, it's not like therapeutic, but I mean, after a while doing it turns into like just something you don't even notice, and once you start, you're just kind of like when you start, but once you really start getting the frame and everything going, it's a whole different thing. It's a whole different experience. Kind of like you're now creating like something that's not anywhere kind of thing. I don't know. Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of people I saw on the internet were just making things that were like crazy. That's why I tried to enter myself into that somehow, but try not to do the exact same as everyone, because I noticed everyone had the same set of like everyone had this Bart Simpson who's like with a cell phone and like crazy like pink on and everything, and it's
people love that.
It's what every single rug person had, and I was like, well, should I do that? And then I was like, nah, I'm gonna switch it up. So I made Marge Simpson with a shotgun, and that was one that I was like, all right, if anyone copies that, it came straight from me, you know, pretty much, because you know,
original idea.
Yeah, it's an original idea that I went from, and then now I'm just, if it goes from there, it goes from there. But I mean, it's kind of cool to see how
it's like what Banksy
every person. yeah, I don't know. Yeah. It's just different because every person has their own style, and some people just stick to just making
and their own designs too.
Yeah. Some people are really good at their own art, where you're really like, wow, like I did not know that was even possible.
Oh, yeah.
And then there's other people who are like, you could tell they're starting out, which mine still look like I'm starting out, because no joke, the second I'm almost getting done with the rug, before I'm even like pretty much gonna etch it and make it all nice looking like I did with yours, like it could have been all like gnarly looking, before I even get that done, someone's already trying to buy it. So I feel kind of bad because I don't put that extra effort into making it that much more better. So when customs come through, I try to give that little kid, okay, they're at it, they're asking for this much, this size, so I'm gonna say, all right, let's figure this out, what kind of art you have, and if it's art that's totally, like I'm saying, doable, then I totally do it and make it happen. You know, and it's a cool thing, because a lot of people, in the end, they're super excited when they get it. They're just like, wow, dude, like, thank you so much, like you guys, dude, I hope,
that's super cool.
Like, I try to make it a little bit different.
Do you make videos of yourself, like making?
I'm by myself, really, when I'm doing things, or else my lady's there, but my kid.
Yeah, but you got to get a couple of these.
I know, I need a tripod or something to just have right there, constantly looking at it.
Yeah, we got it. Yeah, you got to set up a couple different angles, and then
because I noticed that a lot of people.
Because that seems like a cool video. It seems like it would be a cool video to watch.
A lot of people were saying make reels, and I was like, well, okay, I'll see. And then I tried to make one, and it really did well throughout. Like, looking at the insight of like your views and seeing everything, I was like, wow, it got 1,000 views, so I was like, wow, that's actually pretty good, so I was like, I should make another, but I just couldn't think of what to do, and I didn't want to copy. Like I'm saying, every person online has a certain thing they're always doing, and there's not too many ways to make it different, so that's why I'm trying to figure out still my own like way of making it worth it, to where everyone's like excited to watch it, and it's not the same as you're seeing from every single other person.
We could definitely help you get some local music behind, right?
Oh yeah, you guys have Devin Smith.
Well, Grigsby is a customer.
Yeah, you could put some, because that's a way to make it your own,
You getting high tonight?
No, I'm drinking.
Okay, we'll have a drink with you. Cheers.
Yeah, what's up, man?
Yeah.
So how's everything going over there?
It's going fantastic. We have a guest on. His name is Rugz by dubz. He makes custom rugs. If you go to our live stream, you can see what he made.
I have him on Instagram.
Really?
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, bro.
It's one of your fans.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Let's do this.
Hey, prove it. Comment the penis emoji right now to Rugz.
Have you gotten a rug? Have you gotten a rug? Or
yeah,
You're on Instagram
have you gotten
Live?
the rug at all or no?
Oh, you are?
We put the link on Instagram.
Oh.
Yeah. So they just push the button and it goes to our YouTube. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, we're explaining our podcast.
You're good, bro. You're good.
Did he get?
Hey, Taj.
Did I? No, I
Is this
didn't get
Taj?
one yet.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, this is Taj.
Oh, okay, I knew it.
Definitely get one if you want, man. I can hook you up. And I can try to do any design as long as it's not something super crazy.
Well,
like
Taj,
I've been saying.
Speaking of
Just
too
get a rug
crazy,
that says
Taj wants aggressive gay sex on a rug. So is that too crazy?
Nah, you tripping,
no.
bro.
Let's
What's
not.
wrong with that, Taj?
Let's
What's wrong
not.
with it? Is something wrong
The fuck?
with it?
I think he's projecting, Taj.
I'm
He's projecting.
Like Junior says, don't make me more gay.
No, I didn't never say that. Don't put words in your mouth that you can't swallow.
Man, everybody's calling me a liar. Yeah.
So what are you doing on this beautiful Friday evening?
Me?
Yes.